Andy, your Patriots have won. They're going to the Super Bowl. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolute congratulations. Now, as a Bills fan, I would know more than anyone is it means absolutely jack shit that you guys are going to the Super Bowl because you're going to lose. And it's not even close. But let's jump into that game. So Patriots get in there. They go to Mile High. There's a lot of pressure on Drake Maye to prove that he's actually as good as the season as he had. He's facing a backup quarterback in Jared Stidham. And to be honest, there was a lot of hype around Stidham all week. Weirdly, the Broncos were almost trying to bait the media into thinking this guy was some sort of wonder star. Realistically, this guy hasn't played a snap of football in 2 years of any meaningful football. So, anyone with half a brain knew the Patriots had a better chance to win this game than the Broncos. Okay, the only thing that the Broncos had going for them was home field advantage, which is a big deal. But the Patriots just played their ball. They played good, solid defense. They got that turnover on Jared Stidham where it looked like it was initially called intentional grounding. And then they ruled that actually the pass was thrown backwards. Now, what is your understanding of this rule?
My understanding of this rule is that that's a backwards pass. That's a backwards pass. And, they whistled the play dead. It didn't cost the Patriots, but I wouldn't have minded if they just let the play run out, let Elijah Ponder bring that ball in the end zone for the score. It didn't matter. Drake Maye punched it in shortly after. But, if it's borderline, just let the boys play. Why were you blowing whistles too early?
No, I definitely agree with that. So we got to talk about this play because there's actually a lot that went into this that I actually did a little bit more research after the game, found out a lot about this weird rule that I don't think a lot of people know. So yes, I agree. They should always let the play go. I hate when the refs blow the whistle. So that's right off the bat. If they were to rule it a fumble, it should have just been a touchdown, especially with how the Patriots were playing in the red zone. It could have bit him in the ass had Drake Maye not run that one in. But reading the actual rule, anytime a defender hits a quarterback's arm in such a way that it makes the pass go backwards from the hit of the arm, it is actually ruled an incomplete pass according to the NFL rule book. Now, when I saw the play happen, I was like, oh, it's definitely a fumble because he threw it. The guy kind of pushed his arm and it made the ball go backwards. And it was very clear that it was a backwards lateral, therefore a fumble. But according to the rule, because that is actually considered a throwing motion where he's pushing it forward, because his arm got hit at the same time, and that hit is what caused the ball to go backwards, by rule, it should have been an incomplete pass.
Wow.
So the Patriots got away with a very, very lucky call. Another lucky call the Patriots had was when Drake Maye went for it on 4th and inches on the QB sneak, and it was clearly stopped about a yard short. And then they went to the aerial footage. Aerial footage clearly showed that Drake Maye was stopped. But what a surprise. The Patriots just continue to get these calls. The NFL wants the New England Patriots to be in prominence once again. This is clear.
No, the 4th and inches with Drake Maye, that wasn't even close. I don't know why Sean Payton burned a challenge there. You were never going to win that. It was clear he got the first down. It was crazy. It was a well-officiated game. There's no discussion about the officials today. It was crazy. It's like the Pats won this game because Mike Vrabel took the points and because Drake Maye didn't turn the ball over. And Bo Nix had a broken ankle or whatever. And Mike Vrabel, he did it old school. Like, he kicked the field goal to go up 10-7, and you have Sean Payton on the other end. He's getting cute. Broncos up 7-0 early, chance to kick a field goal, go up 10. The Broncos defense was dominating Drake Maye and the Patriots. They couldn't move the ball. They were flustered. You're playing with a backup quarterback. Why are you trying to put all these points up on the board? Go up 10-0. The Patriots have barely trailed multiple scores. They barely trailed at all throughout this season. So they're not moving the ball at all. Huge mistake by Sean Payton. I like how Mike Vrabel, he took the analytics nerds, stuffed them in a locker, called it old school, and he just kicked that field goal to go ahead. Things got wild in the third quarter once the snow started coming through. So, the Patriots won because they took that 10-7 lead, and it was a slop fest. No one could do anything down the stretch.
Yeah, this was obviously the first time Tony Romo ever saw snow because that's all he could talk about was how, oh, my God, I don't think I've ever commentated a game where it snowed on the field, and then it snowed on the field. It's like, Tony, Jesus Christ, we can all see it. He just kept reiterating that it's worse in person than on the TV. Okay, yeah, that's great. My favorite was when I think it was Doris Burke on the sidelines. She was facing one way, and she was like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but when I'm facing this way, the wind is in my face. Then she turns around and goes, now that I'm facing the other way, the wind is not in my face. And it was to prove the point that when one team had the ball, one side was going to be harder to go and pass and do kicks in. So all-time Fox broadcast. I mean, these guys just keep getting stupid and stupider up in the broadcast booth. But back to the game. Drake Maye had a historically bad performance. He had 86 yards total of passing. He was 10 for 21, so less than 50% completion, 86 yards, 0 TDs, a horrible game. He had a QB rating of 58.8, and he got sacked 5 times for 21 yards. So the fact that everyone is now getting on their knees and anointing Drake Maye the best quarterback to come out of that draft class, the best quarterback that the Patriots have had since Tom Brady, this is absolute BS. This guy did nothing. He has faced a horrible C.J. Stroud and the Texans and barely skated by with another bad game. He had multiple turnovers and fumbles in that game. He skated by the Broncos when Bo Nix was hurt, and he just gets lucky that Sean Payton just completely blew it without kicking the field goal. And then I don't even know who they played in the first round. They
played the Chargers.
They played the Chargers. I mean, Justin Herbert was banged up. The team looked like they didn't even want to be there. This Patriots team has had the easiest path to the NFL Super Bowl, I think, in NFL history.
I knew it was going to come up, the Drake Maye 86 passing yards, and it's like, you think I give a fuck what Drake Maye's stat line was? It's a team game. The Patriots won. They're going to the Super Bowl, so I could not care less what that final stat line was. Also, I love how, with NFL fans, it's like we've reduced everything to quarterback play, as if defense isn't part of the game. It's like the Patriots have played 3 of the top 5 defenses in the NFL these playoffs. And the story is, I guess Drake Maye sucks. He's putting up these horrible stat lines. He's playing good defenses. And the Patriots, they're holding opponents to under 9 points a game. But instead of their defense being the story, it's, wow, every quarterback they play sucks. I mean, I get they're going against Jarrett Stidham in this one. But when they held Herbert to 3 points, Stroud to 16. I don't know how they got 16. But the whole story was, well, that quarterback sucks. It's like defense is part of the game, too.
Yeah, but you guys are so cocky about all of your stuff that you guys have been saying Drake Maye is like this great all-time quarterback. And the reality is, yeah, I agree. Your defense is good. But we can all agree, outside of people from Boston, that Drake Maye is not him. He is about to get absolutely exposed in the Super Bowl this week. You want to see a good quarterback? Sam Darnold is going to show Drake Maye how to play football. Drake Maye looks out of his depth out there on the football field. I mean, congratulations, you didn't turn the ball over.
Is that
huge. The bottom of where the Patriots fans have gotten of good quarterback play? They had one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history, and now just not turning the ball over is the Patriots standard. It's a sad day for Patriots fans.
That was big. He cleaned it up from last week to this one, put the ball on the ground 4 times in that. No, it was 6 times in the game against Houston, or 6 times in 2 games. I don't know. If he turns the ball over in this game in Denver, they lose. Especially they were deep in their own territory for most of the game. So he made an improvement week over week, took care of the football. It was ugly. I mean, the entire second half, it was a complete slop fest. So I wouldn't look too much into the
and I'm watching
week.
Mike Vrabel on the sidelines, man. I mean, this guy should honestly get a penalty for how he talks to the refs all the time. He basically just goes out there and bullies them into doing the call. There was one point where a punt went out of bounds, and they were about to mark it at like the 20-yard line, and Vrabel just went over and started screaming at the guy that it should be placed at the 22-yard line, and the guy did it. I mean, this Vrabel guy is a bully, man. He's absolutely bullying these referees out there. He made Sean Payton look like such a little bitch out there. It is not fair that you guys have had so much prominence in your entire sports fan career, and then you just go out and get the best coach possible, and he just is probably even better than Belichick as a coach. I am so bitter as a Buffalo Bills fan at your guys' success that it's frankly keeping me up at night. And to all of you people who are just shitting on the Buffalo Bills and shitting on me because of my takes on the Patriots, just know that it comes from a place of complete and utter jealousy. And I think I represent the entire United States in I don't want to see you guys succeed. You've had enough success, and no one handles success worse than people from Boston. You guys are in your face, loud assholes. The amount of comments and messages that I'm getting from Boston fans is insane. You guys must have nothing to do up in Boston, because at 7 a.m. this morning, I'm recording this on a Monday right after the game, I got about 42 texts that said, "Hey, dumbass, how about your Pats take now? Guess I'm not crying." So, yeah, I mean, you're right. However, who gives a shit, because you're not going to win the Super Bowl. No one remembers the second place team any year. 10 years from now, this will just be a blip in some sort of Patriots fake history book.
You know, Boston fans, it's just a passionate, hard-nosed group of fans that they ride with their team. And honestly, you're a bigger man than most for admitting that most of this comes from a place of jealousy, because there are a lot of angry people on the internet who they will never get themselves to admit that. I heard all year long that this team, they were a fake 2 seed, not a real 14-win team. They're going to flame out in the playoffs. Every week, the goalpost moves. Now they're in the Super Bowl. It's crazy. We're still hearing the same thing. Who did people want? Who do people feel should have come out of the AFC this season?
The Bills.
You had your shot. You blew it.
No, we didn't blow it. There was bad officiating, and you guys always get the benefit of good officiating. In fact, how many times do we have to watch the Patriots? If there's any ticky-tack call that goes one way or another, it always goes in your favor when it comes to the playoffs. I don't care about regular season. When it comes to the playoffs, there is a conceded effort amongst the NFL and Roger Goodell to ensure the refs put you guys in the best position to make the Super Bowl. I don't know what it is. I guess you guys are too miserable and have nothing else to do other than watch football in January and February, because the NFL will make sure that you guys are tuned into the TV.
No, that was well officiated football all around, and it was a dominant performance. Dominant performance by the Patriots defense once again. It was incredible. I had to hear all year long about how this team, they were a fake team. It's incredible.